Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 1 of what's going to be a new let's try, I guess. And we have a real treat planned for today and going forward. I hope you guys are doing well, by the way, and ready to check out this pretty interesting CRPG gem with me. This is going to be a modded version of Classic Ultima Online. It's made to be a single-player version. This is the March 2023 update. It just got updated last year. It's been around for quite a while. It uses a modded version of your own server that I've started here. Well, not started, but it comes packaged with a server that you have to load. And then you connect to that, and it's a single-player adventure that's been modded again to be a single-player game with all the fixings, made to be single-player. So of Classic Ultima Online. Excuse me. So I've started I thought I started the world, but oh, here we go. We're gonna jump in here. So basically, it just comes with like game and world in the package. You want to start the world. You could read the manual and stuff, which I recommend because it's so let's head back. We can close that out now. Go to Launchbox and click the game here. And yeah, this is episode 1 of Let's Try Ruins and Riches. Let's hit play. Okay, this is your sort of customizable thing. You can enable different things. We're not going to mess with that too much, but what we want is up here. You can write any account name and any password and save account, and it'll work. Click the arrow, Ruins and Riches, character selection. I'm going to delete that one, and we're going to make a new character. Not old enough to delete, must be held for 7 days. Okay, so let's just hit new. And we'll get to the full screen and everything, but this character is going to be named Elzar. So you can, change the hair, different stuff. Oh, by the way, guys, I have not played this a whole lot, so I'm going to be learning this as well. So it's going to be a new journey for all of us here. I do not know the game all that well. We'll get sort of like an orangish shirt, maybe something like that. Hair color brown, so very basic, but pick male or female. That looks good enough for now. We're going to be in armor and everything anyway. And then we get to choose a trade for our character. The basic ones are Samurai, Paladin, Warrior, Blacksmith, Ninja, Necromancer, Mage. And then there's Advanced. Using this option will allow you to select what skills and stats you would like to start off with. You may also choose your starting city. You'll not be able to play the introductory quests for new players. Oh, so we do want the introductory quests, I guess. I don't know who I want to be yet. I was thinking Mage. They all play very differently. Paladin is cool. Paladins are knights. Knights are the holy warriors of the realm. These protectors of the virtues have a number of defensive as well as offensive abilities available to them. Warriors are physically the toughest of adventurers, battling their foes in all-out hand-to-hand combat. Such individuals require great strength to wear heavy armor and survive battles with dangerous foes. The blacksmith's job is to locate and mine ore, smelt it into ingots, and forge the ingots into weapons and armor to sell at shops or to other players. A new blacksmith should first find a public smithy to use. So there's many skills in the game that you can become. These aren't the only things you can become. I can click Paladin, start as a Paladin, but I can also be a woodcutter. I can be an alchemist, a fisherman. It's tons of stuff. Samurai is an elite warrior who seeks to achieve perfection through battle. They strike with great accuracy, can handle multiple opponents, and have mastered the art of parrying with weapons. The ninja is an assassin who uses stealthy tactics and summons deadly magic in combat to confuse and weaken their enemy. That sounds cool. Necromancers wield the dark force of death itself as a means to find ultimate magic power. They use the power of the other side to both attack their foes and to protect themselves. I don't know a ton about Classic Ultima Online either, but like if you were a necromancer, you were probably on the other side of the law and were possibly hunted by players. The mage is an expert magic user, though they have both defensive and offensive magic. Mages are especially well equipped to deal out damage in combat and are most effective at a distance. I think we're going to be, guys, a ninja. That sounds pretty cool. Summons deadly magic in combat to confuse and weaken the enemy. Uses stealthy tactics. Yeah, we'll be a ninja. So here's the starting areas that we can choose. You can choose anything here, but when we start the game proper in the next screen, we'll really be picking. So I'm going to pick Britain. This is the capital city of Sosaria. This is the entire open world here. There's different cities: Grey, Montor, Death Gulick, Devilguard, Moon, Fawn, Britain. So different places, and you can start in any of these places you want. But this is the capital city of Sosaria and the home of Lord British. Lord British's magnificent castle is situated at the northern part of the city, overlooking Brittany Bay. This tall building is the greatest architectural structure of the New Age. Loyal subjects pay homage to His Majesty and renew fealty whenever they are in the vicinity of his castle. Rumors in taverns speak of a dark secret below the castle, so dark that not even the citizens can see it. And there's other little descriptions, but I'm just going to pick Britain for now. If you want to see the descriptions of the other ones, you can, play for yourself or whatnot. But we're going to pick Britain. Actually, the reason I'm picking Britain is because it's the capital city. It seems like the safest to start in. If we were to go to Fawn, this unusual village is named after its founding queen, Lady Fawn. Renowned for her lovely appearance, she held beauty, as the one true trait of value. In her honor, the town quickly adopted the same belief. Though Lady Fawn has since died, her rather superficial values continue on. A port town, Fawn's main sources of income are the various sea-based occupations, including shipbuilding and fishing. So that would be good if you're a shipbuilder or fisher. Moon. During the Third Age of Darkness, Moon was a city full of mages. Maybe you want to start as a mage there. Grey. The inhabitants of Grey during the Third Age of Darkness gave several clues to the stranger that defeated Exodus. It was even said that they even sold ships that could fly to the stars, but none could be found within its borders. Legends say the stranger flew to the stars and altered time and reality, causing a castle to fall backwards in time and crash into the land of ancient Sosaria. So there's tons of lore and stuff like that. Montor, is that Montor? Yeah. Montor is a vast city in Sosaria where courage is especially upheld, having all the shops needed for the warrior. The inhabitants of the Montors knew a lot about the mystical 4 cards that the stranger needed to defeat Exodus, as well as tales of the lost shrines of Ambrosia. Montor is the most popular city and also the largest in Sosaria, so that might even be better to start in. Devilguard is a city in Sosaria that was totally enclosed by the Great Mountains during the Third Age of Darkness, and was only reachable by the magical gate. After the destruction of Exodus, a cavernous tunnel had torn through the mountain, providing an alternate route. Ancient legends tell of a castle that fell from the sky, crashing into the mountains and creating the valley in which Devilguard was eventually built. Death Gulick. The village of Death Gulick, situated on an island on the east side of Sosaria and only reachable by ship, was a hive of darkness and corruption during the Third Age of Darkness. It now provides a small haven for those seeking respite from the sea. That might be a good place to start as a ninja, but you probably won't have all the shops and everything. And finally, Yu. Within a valley of thick forest, Yu is one of the land's major trading of wood. During the Third Age of Darkness, the stranger visited Yu and learned the secrets of the Great Earth Serpent. This allowed the stranger to free the serpent that was blocking their ship from reaching the home of Exodus, the Isle of Fire. Some say that freeing the serpent has caused an imbalance in the cosmos, but that would be drunken wizards telling tales. So I guess I just pick Britain. We'll go from here. And next, creating character. And here we go. So I'm going to also increase the text size and everything. You just have to give me a minute here to get into the game. Ruins and riches. For you, the day was normal compared to any other. However, when the evening sun finally disappeared below the landscape, you retired to bed where the sleep felt restless and the dreams more vivid. You cannot remember the details of the dream, but you can recall being drawn from this world through a swirling portal. When you awoke, you found yourself here in this forest. Your night clothes are gone, and you are now dressed in some medieval garb, wielding a light in your hand. Through the darkness of the night, you see a campfire just ahead. A colorful tent is next to it with the welcoming glow of lanterns about. The sounds of the nearby stream provide the tranquility, and you can see a grizzly bear soundly sleeping next to the warmth of the fire. If you were to shrug off the worries of your current life, you feel like this would be the place to start anew. You decide to see who is camping here and perhaps find out where you are. Alright, so this is us. Double click to open backpack on your character window. Double click the backpack on your character window to open it. Oh, is that the backpack? No. Oh, here. There we go. So, and we are going to increase the size of stuff if I can figure out how to again. I think it's under options. You have a lot of options. Containers. Container scale. Here we go. Let's try 130. Double click. Highlight container on ground when mouse is over a container. Gump. Scale items inside containers. Apply. There we go. So containers will get a little bigger at least. We have an empty water skin. We have a candle. A dagger, which we could look at the stats. Weapon damage 10 to 11. Weapon speed 2 seconds. We have a bag with 10 items inside. We have another candle. So you can just rearrange them like this. We have 103 gold. And let's see what's in this bag. We can open this. And in here we have sausage, cabbage, chicken leg, ham, cheese wedge, fish steak, cabbage, cheese wedge, and an onion, and ribs. So you definitely have to eat in the game and stuff. We'll get into that as well. So containers, that seems like a good enough size for them, but actually I want to put this, well, we'll leave that there. Now let me see what else we can. Fonts, speech tooltip, video, let's see. Let's make this 1920 by, so there's a little tweaking, by 1080. Enable mouse wheel in game, zoom scaling, control plus scroll. Light level we move to 30. Animated water effect. Shadow level we'll take to 25. Apply all that. So now we can also do this. Control to zoom in or zoom out. Right click moves. Okay. So again, this is going to be a journey for me as well, guys. I am not all that knowledgeable about the game. But as you can see, we are, we're here. Everything pretty much can be clicked on. There's a wooden chest, a wagon. I hope you guys can see the text okay. There's the bear sleeping. There's nothing we could do with it. There's a backpack. This is just a lot of items in the game you can interact with. These in this starting area are just stump. These are just, for decoration. But this is our character. We're a apprentice skulker. Right click closes things. I'm not sure how to scale this though. Let's see our info. Would it be font? Let me check options. Would it be fonts? Do we maybe click that one? And then right click and hit info again. No, it doesn't seem to rebuild it. Override game font. Oh wait, maybe that'll do it. No. Okay, so I'm not sure, but hopefully you can read all this. You're not wanted for any crimes. We're innocent. You can see our different stats. 40 strength, 30 dex, 10 intelligence. We have to get that intelligence up. 19 hunger and thirst. So this info... Oh wait, there should be a hunger on... Wait, what else? If I hit status, this should tell us what we need. We're carrying 44 out of 240, 250 maximum stats, 1 to 5 damage, 103 gold. No followers, no poison, cold, fire, physical, or energy resistance. I'm not sure what this does. What is this? Huh. Not sure what that is. I forget how to get it. Okay, health. Let's keep that handy. Double click. Okay. Right click gets rid of it. So you don't want to get rid of it. You just want to exit out, put it there. Let's see. I'm carrying a lantern. I have a party manifest and another scroll that says Red Skulker, count is 22 hours old. Wearing a royal shirt, boots, can't seem to see my pants, short pants. Alright, so without further ado, I think we could put the world map up here and also get a mini map. How do we get the mini map? Is it M? No, it's typing it down there. There's a journal. Keeps track of pretty much everything people say. Oh, there's map. Okay, we can put the mini map up there. And there is a way to scale all this stuff. I'm just not sure how right now. So we come in and we've got Callie the Gypsy. Let's go ahead and talk to her. Please, Elzar, take a seat and we will begin. We'll sit down. Single click, speak with. Greetings, Elzar. You're about to enter one of the lands of ruins and riches. Not too long ago, the stranger arrived in Caesarea and foiled the evil plans of Exodus. Castle Exodus lies in ruins, and Caesarea is once again trying to rebuild in peace. Many vile monsters still roam the land, however, but hardy adventurers have bravely sought to rid us of these terrors. To begin your journey, simply choose your fate from my deck of tarot cards. Begin by pressing the top right button. Once you look through the deck, pressing the arrow buttons, you can draw a card of your choice. By pressing the OK button on the top right, there's a shelf over there with interesting potions you may want. Oh. So if you want one, drink it now and return here for your tarot card reading. Now let me tell you some things of the world that fate has brought you to. Traveling the lands can be dangerous, as other adventurers may decide to kill you for your gold or property. I don't know about that, because it's single player. The taverns, inns, and banks are safe from such threats, but there are also many guards in the settlements to keep the peace. They have been known to quickly dispatch with murderers and criminals. There are many merchants throughout the settlements. They are not able to sell or buy everything they normally deal in, as their choices of what they buy and sell change from day to day, right? There are secrets to be learned and magic items to be found in the many dungeons. Each settlement in Caesarea is somewhat safe in the surrounding land, so hunting for food or skin should be relatively safe. I cannot say such things of other lands. There is also a minor dungeon near each settlement of Caesarea if you wish to begin traversing the dangers below before you are fully prepared. Be warned that the vile creatures are not all that you must face. There are many deadly traps in the rooms and halls of these places that could kill you quicker than the monster you may be fleeing from. Prepare to go forth and make your life your own. Become the finest craftsman in the land, a wealthy owner of lands and castles, the mightiest warrior, or even the most powerful wizard. The choice is yours. The world can be traveled alone or with friends, where one could have great adventures. Like I stated already, your chosen course in life is whatever you want to do. You may be a mighty warrior, a powerful wizard. You may simply start a potion shop near a large city. You may be a master of beasts or a mystical bard. This is a world where great wealth and artifacts can be obtained from the many dungeons throughout the land. You may be slain by a creature, die from hunger, get lost in the dark, or stumble into a deadly trap. You may find powerful relics and enough gold to build your own castle. You may not actually be of human descent. You might actually be an ogre, a troll, or a satyr. There are many creatures that you can actually be. If you want to explore these ideas, look through the potion shelf behind me. There you will find various potions of alteration that can change your life. If you choose one of these creatures to be, consider changing your name to better represent the creature you chose to play. This leads me to my final words of advice. This realm is best served if you have a name that is commensurate with this rich fantasy world. You have one final chance to change your name if you need to by simply using my journal on the table behind me. You cannot have a name that someone else already has, so it must be unique. If you want to change your name, proceed to the table where I keep my journal. Once your name is changed, return here for your tarot card reading. Okay, so we can actually walk over to the Gypsy Potions shelf. That's interactable. So let's see here. Species human. Humans are the average, most common race in the land. Alignment is neutral. Wow. We can be a fae. Look at that. We could be a freaking fairy. Wow. We can be an illithid. Oh my gosh. Do I actually want to be anything like this though? A sphinx? A skeleton? That'd be pretty cool. Does not need to eat or drink. Wow, they each get their stats, but he's evil. Satyrs are good. Musicianship and peacemaking plus 10. 5 mana increase. Cool. A plant. Does not need to eat, but still needs to drink. And they're evil, actually. An orc. They're neutral. Ogre, they're neutral. A naga. Look how beautiful the artwork is. They're neutral. A mushroom. They're neutral. A mummy. They're evil. An imp. They're neutral. A gnoll. I wonder like how much would change if we were to be one of these things. Aquatic. I'll probably just be a human, honestly. Pick the most boring one, but I think that's pretty cool. Let's see what else is in here. Cards. Visitor journal. That's just to change the name. A folded blanket. Let's just see what this is over here. Type here. Right now we're just Elzar. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think I'm ready to pull a tarot card. Alright. So this is how we can, these are the different cities and stuff, or different ways we can start. So the city of Britain. If you take this road, you will have a new life in the capital city of Caesarea, the home of Lord British. Lord British's magnificent castle is situated at the northern part of the city, overlooking Brittany Bay. Okay, we already heard this. There are farms all around, as well as cemeteries for citizens, and another for the British royal family. Some have seen going into the British tomb late. Some have been seen going into the British tomb late at night. It's the Emperor card. Town of Devilguard. Tales are told that the town was created and settled by those from the Sky Castle, and they named it because they were protecting others from the demons long ago. Town of Devil Guard, the Devil, the Hermit, the Village of Grey. Now the village is often home to those that enjoy solitude. There are no mountains to mine, but some have dug beneath the forest floor to obtain ore. The cemetery is rumored to have a secret that necromancers whisper in hushed tones. Then there's the tower, the city of Montor. There is a small mine to the east as well as a tower to the northeast. This tower is said to be home of a vile lich with a magic mirror that traverses dimensions, but those rumors are often told with a tankard of ale. So the thing about that is there's also different dimensions you can go to. It is not the only world map, you know. Then there's the town of Moon. The city full of mages. They were, however, the corrupt and dishonest sort. Erstam also lived in the city, conducting his experiments for immortality when Lord British chased the corrupt mages out of town. After the destruction of Exodus, Erstam and the others decided to go to the Serpent Island, where no one could control them. Now a tranquil place, many come here to farm and sail the coastline for fish markets. It is a popular town as it isn't too large, but manages to provide many markets to visit. Adventurers often ride in from the nearby desert, bragging of wealth obtained from the ancient pyramid. So that sounds very cool, right? The Magician, the Fool, the town of Mountain Crest. If you take this road, you may have a new home on some small islands in Caesarea that have a harsh wintry landscape that others believe is foolish to inhabit. Along with this town, there are also settlements to the west and east. There are various caverns and dungeons within the mountains, and an unusual tower built by a wizard long ago. This place is one of the more difficult areas to live, but a snowy region may be your fate if you choose it. That sounds very cool, the Fool. Then we have Death, the Undercity of Umbra, that wasn't even on the map. If this is the card you want, you will enter the world in a place many people do not know of, as it was built as a haven for those that practice the necrotic arts. Deep within the mountains, just southeast of Britain, the dark halls and caverns have a spooky feel, but the necromancers do provide themselves with shops to provide much needed items. The cavern outside the city is one of the highest ever seen. Some say high enough to even build a castle away from the light of the sun. A Death Knight's tomb was also built nearby, and the fires of hell is but a hike away. Then we have the Sun, the Village of You. Some say that freeing the serpent has caused an imbalance to the cosmos, but that could be drunken wizards telling tales. You can mine in a nearby cave, but miners discovered something on the southern side of the mountain range that they dare not enter. The Sun, the Hanged Man. You start in the Britain dungeons. You may choose a fate in this world that has a more challenging life, where you are a fugitive from justice. If you choose this path, you will be able to become Grand Master in 13 different skills instead of the 10 normally accomplished. This is due to you relying on yourself to survive. Tributes for resurrection will cost double the amount, perhaps forcing you to resurrect with penalties. You will not be allowed to enter any civilized areas unless you perhaps find a way to disguise yourself. The exceptions are some public areas like inns, taverns, and banks. Guards will attack you on sight, merchants will attempt to chase you away, and you will not be able to join any local guilds, except for the assassin, thief, and black magic guilds. The reason for this is that you are wanted for murder. You may have actually committed the act, or you could have simply been framed. The murder was against a very powerful figure, so the many lands will never forgive the deed. Whether truth or falsehood, that is up to you to tell. Do with your life what you will. You can live a life of criminal pursuits, or you can destroy the evil that lurks in the darkest places of the land. If you wish to choose such a life, you will be on your own, and you must first escape from your prison cell. From there you are best to head for Stonewall to the northwest, but you may go where you like. Everything you need can be found throughout the world. Wow, that's pretty crazy. The shuttle crash site. All the doctor knew of you as a patient is entered into your medical record. You were near death, but placing you in the stasis chamber seemed to have performed the healing process. Your scans showed an incredible head trauma, so you will awake from your coma with no memories of what or who you are. You begin with no skills. With the space station plummeting to Caesarea due to the stranger draining the fuel reserves, the doctor decided to place your stasis chamber onto the last medical shuttlecraft. They set it on autopilot and hoped for the best. It landed safely on Caesarea, where you could continue your life on this primitive world. You may have an advantage as you are from a more advanced race of beings, so you have the ability to remember and learn more things. Can grandmaster 40 different skills. Wow. Because of your advanced knowledge of logic and science, however, some things learned about Caesarea is that they have elements you cannot fully understand. Magical resurrection and the concept of deities are things you cannot comprehend. It will cost 3 times as much gold to resurrect at a shrine or healer. The system shock from any such resurrection would surely take its toll. Paying full tribute still causes a 10% loss in fame and karma, and a 5% loss in skills and attributes, which could prove to be devastating. Paying no tribute at all would cause a 20% loss in fame and karma, and a 10% loss in skills and attributes. Although you'll be able to learn some of the skills that are classified as magic or divine, you will surely justify it with science. Because of your lack of superstition, unlike the inhabitants of this world, you don't believe in the concept of luck. You will never benefit from luck. You do not have any of Caesarea's currency to barter with. You begin with no gold. And because you feel you are more advanced, you will probably not get along with the guild masters of the crude trades they practice. So guild membership costs 4 times as much as normal. If you choose this fate, then you will appear at your crashed shuttlecraft where your adventure begins. You can use the nearby computer terminal to change your skin and hair tones if you want an appearance that is slightly different than human due to your alien heritage. When you awake, you will have no memory of who you were. You will find yourself near the shuttle that crashed on top of the mountain. The computer system instructed you on how to set up a power source from the remaining fuel, and it appeared that an alien creature latched onto the shuttle who died in the crash. You have been using this as a source of food and have survived a few days from it. Now your supplies are running out. Your canteen is empty, and all you have is a knife. You'll have to venture out if you plan to survive. Alright, so that's all of them. So how cool are they, guys? Wow. We've already been playing 32 minutes, so I don't know. We might wait till next time to pick one. This one doesn't sound as interesting as like some of them. That one had the tomb. That one's protected by people to keep the demons out. This has a cemetery with a secret that necromancers whisper in hushed tones. And it's also for solitude. City of Montor has a vile lich with a magic mirror that traverses dimensions. Tower. The Magician. The Ancient Pyramid. I would love to explore that from the nearby desert. Bragging of wealth obtained from the Ancient Pyramid. I may take this, guys. It's a city full of mages. They're corrupt and dishonest. Well, now, though, if this card is yours, you may start a new life in the town where during the Third Age of Darkness was a city full of mages, the town of Moon. They were, however, the corrupt and dishonest sort. Urstem also lived in the city, conducting his experiments for immortality. When Lord British chased the corrupt mages out of town after the destruction of Exodus, Urstem and the others decided to go to the Serpent Island, where no one could control them. Now it's a tranquil place. Many come here to farm and sail the coastline for fish markets. It is a popular town as it isn't too large, but manages to provide many markets to visit. Adventurers often ride in from the nearby desert, bragging of wealth obtained from the Ancient Pyramid. So I think I like the Ancient Pyramid the most. It has a snowy region. That one is pretty cool too. 1 second, gonna hit my water bottle, guys. I mean, we can do some fishing. I don't know about farming, though. But it has provide many markets. We're going to pick this one, even though we're not a magician. I don't know. Death. Yeah, we'll pick the magician, I guess, even though... capital. Montour is the biggest city. This one with the tower. I want to go to the ancient pyramids, so we're going to pick the town of Moon. Okay. And here we are, guys. Welcome to Ruins and Riches. Prepare to embark on a journey of sword and sorcery, demons and dragons, but with much treasure. Okay, so immediately I'm going to try to bring up the options so we don't... Let's see, let's check our status. How do I do see my hunger? 15 and 15, okay. All right, so we are in the game, guys. Now, again, this is a simulated multiplayer game. These aren't real players, but you can see different, you know, stuff. They say now the font stuff should work if I make it bigger. Like, let's try that. See, it makes the fonts bigger. And even what they talk with rumors and stuff. Oh, how did I do that? Shift. Wow, shift and control. Okay, it shows all the stuff. Let's just go with Classic UO. And, you know, you can go and talk to people. There's a lot we're going to get into here, guys. So, I'll zoom in a little bit more. I've never been to this town, so it should be fun. There's a beekeeper in here. See if there's anything we can check out here. Krista the beekeeper. She sells. So from her we could buy a jar of honey, beeswax, beehive, hive tool. With 50 uses remaining, a small wax pet. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Wax crafting pot. So yeah, pretty cool. But we're going to get into this more next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll join me on this journey. It's going to be a lot of fun. The lunar fabrics. Maybe we could buy some new clothes next time. Get into some... all sorts of stuff. Basement trapdoor. I'm not sure what that is. Here's an add-on component. We should be able to spin up, you know, different fabrics if we wanted to. A coffer. You don't want to take the coffers. You'll get, you know, charged with stealing. Another add-on component. You can weave. Ore, the weaver. We can talk.
Hey.
Altering cloaks and robes. Greetings, Elzar. My name is Ari, and if you do not like the appearance of your cloak or robe, you could hire me to alter it for you. Some of these garments can look unusual from what I normally sell, but I can make them look normal for you. If you manage to get yourself a hood or cowl, they can sometimes have their color changed. Just use it when it's on your head. You can select something you are equipped with, like a robe, and it will change its color to match. This allows you to easily set your dress with the hooded robe or cloak. Huh, so did she give me something? I don't think so. I don't know what she wants me to use, but... And then, oops. We can, of course, hire, buy, sell, train our tailoring. We can buy dyes and dye tub, dark yarn, scissors, so lots of stuff you can do in this game. Lots of crafting and stuff. It's so fun. And she's part of the Tailors Guild even. We could join the Tailors Guild. She sells short pants, different shirts that I'm using already. Skirts, robes. This is all stuff you can wear. Assassin robe, scholar robe, spider robe. I don't think there's anything here that is going to... Oh, they do have resistance stuff, the different hats. Get a straw hat, a wizard's hat, a leather cap, skull cap. Wow, they definitely have different stats on them and stuff. We can make our own over time. Cool. So that's just one thing, guys. I mean, you know, there's going to be a whole city and world filled with stuff. So we will get into this more next time, guys. But as I said, I hope you join me on this journey. It's going to be a ton of fun. Fraser the Mutable. I met with Gilna, and they told me to bring back Galzin's crown of the prophet from the mausoleum. Here's a serpent. I don't know if it's alive. Lee of the desert. Carador drank from a strange pool in the ancient prison, and they were magically healed. So there's different rumors and stuff. Jaya the Batrachian. I don't know what that is. So lots to explore. I hope you go on this journey with me together, guys. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're just getting started. This coffin back here with nails. So I hope to see you guys next time, but thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, Jaya the Battler, please consider leaving me a like with a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Subscribe and hit the notification icon if you're new here. We're not going to leave town yet. Town of Moon, we only have a dagger. Let's put the lantern away, actually. And get the dagger in our right hand. But how do we sheath that? Oh, peace. Whoops. Peace. Yeah, here we go. You can switch between peace and attack mode. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. We're going to check this out a bit. I don't know how much I'll play of it. It's going to be more casually played, but we will have some fun with it and get some deep into it, hopefully. Until then, guys, I want you to be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy. I'm going to log here. And there we have it. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.